This is really tight down here. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved with me, PommieGamer. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day, and the 232 patch has just dropped, and we now have a whole host of new dinos, including the Dimetrodon, which is a kind of lizard. We also have the Dung Beetle, and we also now have the ability to brew beer, which, given that we've just fitted out the pub for the second time, is a great coincidence. So I thought we would kick off today's episode by checking out the new beer, and subsequently the hangovers, I'm guessing, as well. So let's come out here and let's take a look at the Ingrams. So we have 730, so we're not doing too badly. I'm assuming it's under beer. What was that other one? Oh, that's the Bilzebofu saddle. So beer barrel cost 24 Ingram points to learn, and it can only be crafted at a smithy. So let's go ahead and learn that. Let's pop down to the blacksmith and see how much this thing costs to make. Okay, so under structures, crafting, I'm guessing? Nope. Miscellaneous? Nope. Stone? Nope. Should we just search for it? Probably be quicker. Beer barrel. There we go. Okay, so it costs 500 wood, 80 metal ingots, and 100 cement and paste. And for once we actually have all of those ingredients on the smithy already. I guess Freddy was crafting up some stuff over the past couple of days that I've been offline. So yeah, let's make 2 of them. That kind of helps out. Let's see how much points we get per. 0.87. Wow, that's quite a bit. 107. So that was at least 30. So pretty decent. Or 20. I don't know. I can't do maths today. But it's a decent amount of experience. Yeah, 20 points. Cool. So let's grab those. And I will show you guys, I have done a little bit of prep work for this off camera, because I have heard that you can either load these up with water to make the beer, or you can connect them to a water source like a tap that takes an intake from like a river or something. Now naturally we want this in the pub, and our pub's not really anywhere near a water source. But I came up with a little sneaky workaround. Hopefully it doesn't get patched anytime soon. But you know, sometimes when we're walking through here, we end up going underwater just like that. And I've always found that curious. And what I worked out was, it's kind of a glitch where the water from the sea meets this part of the land. And if I come down under here, I'll show you what I was able to do. So I actually worked out that if I placed an intake directly down here, or rather that's just a connecting pipe, but there's an intake which I managed to get to snap under the ground just there. It actually becomes connected to a water source, which is that bug that's flowing all the way through here, which I thought was pretty sneaky and pretty cool, because it means we don't actually have to have any of the pipes exposed, and we can actually have a water source going straight to the pub. And I've already placed the remainder of the pipes inside the bar, so I'm hoping that these are just going to snap straight on top. So you can see here we've got one of the pipes just there below the floor, and the other one's just here as well, and hopefully they're spaced further enough apart so that we can end up placing both of them. So let's bring this down into slot 1 and see what we have going on. Okay, this looks like it's snapping into various places. Let's just hop up here and have a look. Okay, so there's one snap point there, and there's one there. I think that's probably going to be enough space for both of these things. So let's snap this one here, and yes, we can see the water is irrigated. That looks so cool. And let's snap this one over here. That is awesome. So these are proper beer barrels for brewing beer. And like I said, it's already connected to a water source, so we don't need to worry about actually putting any water skins or water jars in there to make the beer. And let's just have a look. It says put thatch, berries and water in this, wait for the fermentation, then fill up a glass jar. That is awesome. Okay, so let's go and grab some thatch and some berries. And I don't know whether it makes different kinds of beer for different berries, or whether it's all just one kind at the moment. I dare say they'll be adding variations in the future. So let's grab 100. Yeah, let's grab 100 of those, and let's come over here. Maybe get some different berries from this barn over here, because I've just been out and fed all of the dinos earlier. So hopefully they haven't eaten them all. Okay, yeah, let's try 100 Medjo. Medjo always seems to work as well. And might just take 100 Azul and 100 armor berries as well. And hopefully we still have enough thatch. I did replenish the other day. So let's come along here. Thatch, oh, plenty. So I don't know how many we're going to need, so I'm just going to take 5 for one of them and then 5 for another. That should be enough in theory. And let's scoot over to the beer barrels. Okay, so let's put 100 of you in that one. 2, 3, 4. Well, just fill up the rest, I guess, with thatch. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's grab our remaining berries and stick these ones in here. And I'm actually going to go and get some more thatch, because I've got a feeling it's going to work in a similar way to the way that the compost bins work with the fertilizer. So I'm just going to grab some more. Can never have too many, just to be on the safe side. And let's just fill the rest of this up like so. Cool, so that's the beer barrels. Now naturally there's a certain amount of time we have to wait for the fermentation process to happen, so we're going to leave these here, and hopefully by the end of this episode we'll actually have some beer brewed. But now we're going to have to go out and look for these new dinos, and in particular I really want to get hold of one of the dung beetles, because they're able to convert feces that the dinos drop and that we as a player drops into oil and fertilizer, and I think that's really, really useful. So I'm gonna take Chocobo, I'm gonna head to one of the caves, and then I'll bring you back once I've located one of the dung beetles. I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I'm just down at the upper central cave, which if we look at the map is located in this region. The grid coordinates are actually something around 68.2, 56.2, and the reason I've decided to come to this cave to look for the dung beetle is because this cave is actually one of the only caves in which you can fit an Argentavis or a Pteranodon in, which will make this journey 10 times easier. I don't really fancy going in on foot and having to fight countless hordes of bats and scorpions, etc. And weirdly enough, this is the last cave that Freddy and I have to do in order to get the final artifact. Now, we're not going to be going after the artifact today. That's something I want to save for another episode. So let's put away our equipment, and I'm hoping I can just walk Chocobo in like so. We've already got a turtle that's unconscious there. Looks like it was taken quite a severe beating from a scorpion. We also got a Phiomia here. How are we doing on food? The Chocobo doesn't have any, so... Oh, all the frames. There we go. Let's just hop off before we go venturing in any further. And I'm just eating a fryer curry because I think it's going to be a little bit cold in there as well. So let's just kill this Phiomia and get some food for Chocobo. And as you can see, I've got a load of animal feces on me as well, and this is what you actually use to tame up the dung beetles. I've never been in this cave before, so I'm just going to take this really slowly. And apparently the dung beetles inside the caves are found near sources of water, so hopefully this is a good cave to come to. I do feel a lot better being able to be on Chocobo, I must admit. It should hopefully make this go a little bit easier. Just going to take it very slowly because we still have to be careful because we have got bats and things to deal with as well. Nothing so far. I guess going down is always a good thing. Oh, and there's the welcome party. That was a snake. Let's just get over land in case the worst happens. We should be okay. Oh, they hit hard. I'm gonna try and turn around. Come on, Chocobo, you got this. Yeah, that's one of them. Oh, these bats can turn quite quickly. Don't want to get stuck. That's the second one. And there's the third. Right. That's pretty cool. What else have we got down here? Quite a few more bats, some snakes. No water from what I can see, and no dung beetles, so I'm not going to bother engaging them. Let's carry on. Here we've got some things. Oh, don't give me a dossier now, it's like the worst time you can give me a dossier. This is really tight down here. Need to keep an eye on that Chocobo's HP. These bats do an incredible amount of damage. Alright, I think that's everyone. Whew, he's down to half health. Alright, let's get you some food. Drop anything we don't need. Okay. Took about half HP actually in this battle. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to heal Chocobo up. I'm going to carry on through the caves, and then I'll bring you back once I've located one of the dung beetles. I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I've just finished clearing the cave, and I managed to grab hold of this level 4 wild dung beetle. And you're kind of cute. I don't know. They're really difficult to spot. Because this cave is very much green, I actually just picked this guy up by accident. I was actually going for a Titan bird with Chocobo to pick it up and grab it and kill it. And I ended up grabbing this guy, and I was like, oh, okay. So I brought him up here because I think it'd be a little bit easier to tame away from all of the chaos downstairs. And as I understand, these are a passive tame. So, given that they eat feces, it's going to be a case of go up behind them into their butt area, press E to feed, and that was a large piece of feces, and as you can see, it's almost insta-tamed it, so that's really helpful. And I don't think they actually move when they're actually in this state. I haven't seen any of them moving around actually, so a little bit easier than some of the other passive tames we have in the game. Probably a medium's going to do it. Not that I really want to save any of these feces for later. Are you hungry yet? Not hungry yet. I can probably just sit here and wait. I don't want to really risk it though. because losing the aggro takes quite a while for these guys apparently, so I think we're just going to wait until this guy's hungry again. They are strange looking little things, really. Let's have another look at him. Let's get our spyglass out. He's kind of, I don't know, he's kind of cute in a really ugly way, if that makes sense. You are strange looking, but I need to think of a name for you. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's actually just fighting the actual cave itself, which is the hardest part. It's not actually taming these guys, actually being able to get to them. I can imagine on a PvP server, or at least on a busier PvE server, this might be quite difficult, given that they're a passive tame, and given that, you know, I'm guessing these are prey to most of the creatures down there, like the titan boas, the scorpions, the bats, because I don't see them like doing much else. Are you hungry yet? And there we go. We've tamed ourselves a dung beetle. That's pretty cool. Okay, well, I'm guessing we're going to have to call this guy Beetlejuice. That's pretty cool. So let's just check out his stats real quick. So yeah, pretty much what I expected. Health is very lacking. 280, stamina 100, oxygen 150. Weight, wow, it can hold barely anything. Melee damage is quite high, apparently. And it says here, can turn fecal matter into oil and combust, but only when wandering. Okay, that's pretty cool to know. So let's get the follow on this guy, which I think we've got. Let's bring him over here and see if we can get a grab on Chocobo. Might be easier just to lead him out of the cave first initially. How quick is he? Go on, fella. It's probably about the same speed as an Aranio, really. You are a creeper. Why were you were just sprinting? Alright, let's bring you over here. Let's just get you in the entranceway at least. Get you out the front door. Come on. Come on, Beetlejuice. Can't say his name 3 times though. And we're back, guys, and we've got Beetlejuice back to the kibble farm. But I think there is something missing. And there we go. He's looking a bit more like Beetlejuice now. The white and the black stripes. Couldn't really paint the top of him. He's got this kind of greeny, browny colour on top, which just, no matter what I do with the paintbrush, doesn't want to paint. But he's pretty cool. Okay, so now let's take a look at actually what this guy can do. So currently I've got 1 large animal feces on him. I want to take that off first and just see what he does on wander. Now we've got a couple of diners here that have laid some poos, so we're just going to enable wandering and just see what this guy gets up to. Okay, so he's having a little look around. What I want to know is, will he go and gather up the feces automatically? No, having to think about it. No, turtles haven't got any. Look, there's one right there, mate. Go for it. Nope. What about if I stick one right in front of you? No. Okay, so it doesn't look like these guys actually connect anything automatically, which is a little disappointing to say the least. But I think if we stick it on him, so he's still got enough weight to walk around, but this should start converting. Now if we grab some more stuff, I think I've still got some on Chocobo. Let's grab a few of these pieces. Are we able to weigh him down? See, I can't even add any more onto him. So unlike the Oviraptor, this could be a problem. I guess what we're going to do is, if we disable wandering, let's grab Chocobo. I think we're going to have to find a home for him where he's not going to wander off, because I honestly don't know whether these guys would actually wander off the edge of these cliffs or whether the AI is actually smart enough. But what I think we'll do is we're just going to pop him up here. And this will be his little home where he can wander around, do his thing. And let's just hop off of Chocobo here. It's interesting you're still wandering even though I disabled wandering. Disable wandering. Enable wandering. Okay, so we just done something, he just made a noise, he ate something. I'm guessing this takes quite a bit of time, so I don't think we're going to see any results just yet. But by the looks of it, if you want to convert, I'm going to guess you get more from a large piece of animal feces than you would medium. But it's going to require a bit more babysitting, so you're going to have to come back and check them on the guy periodically. But he's pretty cool. I mean, it's nice to have one of the new dinos. I don't know whether I would consider replacing compost bins with one of these guys. Depends on how much they yield. I mean, the benefit is you do get oil as well, but for the amount of babysitting you're going to have to do, it's probably better just throwing some compost bins out. But that's Beetlejuice. So what we're going to do now, guys, I'm going to head back to base and we can check on that beer. See you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I'm super excited to see whether we actually have any beer that's been brewed. So let's just hop off Chocobo and let's take a look inside our beer barrels. Oh wow, look, there's some I didn't even notice that, there's some bubbles coming out the top. I don't know whether that's an indicator as to things actually done. But there we go, we have beer liquid. Put in a glass jar to drink it. And it looks like it used 100 berries and 80 thatch just to make that one. And I'm guessing the same is true for this one as well. So it doesn't matter what type of berries you use, it looks like they all yield the same beer. So let's go and craft up some glass jars. So I think we've got a blueprint, so I don't have to learn the Ingram. There we are. So we need to make 2, 14 cementing paste, 10 hide, 4 crystal. I know we've got cementing paste on the smithy. Let's just take a few of these. I think it was 4, wasn't it? That's our 4. We need 10 hide, which I know we've got plenty of. There we go, and we should have cementing paste on the smithy. So let's just take a look. Yeah, we've got cementing paste, that's awesome. So let's throw these guys in here, let's craft 2 of them up. There's our first one. And there's the second. Cool. Let's go and make some beer. So now if we come in here, we should be able to just add a glass jar, and it creates a beer jar. Description. Yeah, absolutely. So that's the first one. Let's go over here, and let's grab the second one. Nicely done. So we've got 2 beers there. That's awesome. So if we park ourselves at the bar, get into our K menu, and let's bring up our inventory, and we're going to drag these onto slot 1. Cheers, guys. And our vision is somewhat blurry. We've got some bubbles around us to indicate the status effect, and be interested to see actually what the status effect is. I'm guessing we've probably got a health buff and maybe a melee buff. stamina's decreasing rapidly, as well as our water. We're becoming very dehydrated. And the effects last not too long. This looks so weird. This is like something really trippy. I feel like I'm underwater. So weird. So I want to see what happens when the status effects wear off. And as you can see down in the slot 1 of my hotbar, we won't be able to drink another for a good over 230 seconds. I think it was 300 seconds when we started. So you can't smash a few beers, sadly. I kind of wish you could, and I think it should just have the same effect as taking narcotics. It should just knock you out. But this is really cool. It's a nice little addition to the game. Great for the RP community, absolutely. Oh, and I'm completely out of stamina now. So that has really, really dampened. So it looks like there's not much use to actually drinking the beer, because you're going to get very tired very quickly. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, remember to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more ARK Survival Evolved videos. Until next time, guys, keep calm and level up.